Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my thoughts on the Game Awards nominees announcement. So Geoff Keighley finally showed all the nominees for each category in all the games. So of course, agree, disagree, whatever, subjective, but the games that they chose on those nominees, those categories, has been already chosen, and you know how it works there. But the one that I want to give my thoughts on, of course, is Game of the Year for 2020. Of course, just like other years, there's always been sort of a controversy. So last year, one of the games for Game of the Year was Death Stranded. It's a good game. To some extent, the story is good, the graphics good, gameplay wise. Well, like people say, it is a UPS delivery simulator, but it's not that bad game. I played it, but yeah, the story wise, like I said, it's good, but it's not really that compelling. Sorry, Kojima. Sorry. I actually enjoyed more with Metal Gear Solid 5 than Death Stranded, but they're good games. They're good games. Don't get me wrong there. With that said, in 2020, of course, subjective it may be, there is once again a bit of a controversy, and what you're looking here is the Game of the Year nominees. And one of them is, I know people are gonna get pissed to some extent, potato and potato situation. That is The Last of Us Part 2. So here's the gist of it. I did give my opinion about the whole shebang, what happened and why. Sort of a controversy with this game. So first of all, the game got leaked. The story got leaked. And when people found out, yeah, they were not happy. And I'm not gonna spoil the story, but let's just say one of the iconic character in the game, well, game over. And not only that, let's just say the story, again, subjective it may be, there's sort of political elements in it, and some people say, oh, that's a good thing, some people it's a bad thing. Some of the hardcore fans, again, you got 50-50, said, oh, it's a good evolution of the story. Some of them said it ruins and tarnish the integrity of the game. I mean, who knows? Me personally, right now, not really gonna bother with it because I still have to finish the first game, and it'll be a while for me to get this. I know it's already like starting to get lower now. It's like $40, $30. I mean, Black Friday is on sale. But here's just my quick take about The Last of Us 2. One, it is a good game. Okay, a lot of people agree it's a good game. In general, it's a good game. The graphics, it's good. The music is good. The voice acting is good. The gameplay, I heard there was a little bit of like needs improvement, but it's good. It's good. The only weak point for this game, and I know people are probably gonna get pissed, but the weak point of The Last of Us 2 is the story. Yes, some people say no, the story is good. Again, your opinion. Potato. But the bottom line is, the reason why the story is sort of weak, a lot of people kind of felt there is some sort of political agenda in it. There's something like a hidden message that Neil Druckmann want to say in the game. And of course, you gotta give credit to Angry Joe, and I know people are gonna get pissed again, that I would recommend watching Angry Joe's review of The Last of Us 2. Because one, he bought the copy with his own money, so he can be honest to his full potential. And the gist of it is that the reason why the story is a little bit questionable, and they probably might need working on it. Maybe not, who cares? I mean, it's up to Neil Druckmann, that's his creation, so you can't really deny him or that censorship. It's what Angry Joe said about the story a bit, and this is like the lamest term, the gist of it. That is, Ellie bad, Abby good. I'm just gonna leave it to that one. And technically, because, like I said, a lot of the story, the connection is a bit of controversial. So that's the reason of why some people felt The Last of Us 2 was a controversial game, because there was an agenda. Again, it's subjective. So with that said, like I said, it was no surprise that this game was going to be part of the Game Awards. It has a lot of nominees, and I even tweet when they say, hey, guess what's your sixth Game of the Year? And I even said, sadly, The Last of Us 2. So again, no surprise there. For me, Do I think it's worth of a Game of the Year? To some extent, yes. Do I think should it win? And don't take it personal. I feel like no, because Game of the Year is sort of a game that is near perfect. Is it well? No game is perfect. It's always going to be flawed. But again, when you put sort of political element on the game, it kind of hard to justify that. Oh, that's a game is good. I mean, people go to video game to escape political issue, real life issue. But when you shove that in a game, again, unless you do it good, it is going to be questionable. So again, for me personally, don't take it personal. That's not my Game of the Year, but that's just my opinion. But with that said, the choices here make sense. It does make sense. Animal Crossing made a lot of money. I bought the game. I'm actually having fun. I just wish they add the NES console like in the GameCube. I know there's the reason behind it was they were told not to do it because of, well, during the 3DS, and of course there's no Animal Crossing on the Wii U, but on the Wii was the virtual console, and people said they want people to play Animal Crossing for what it is, not because, oh, well, I'm going to look at the NES console and just play them and that's it. Some people did that on the GameCube version, so they didn't like that, so that's the reason. But hopefully in the long run they do put in an NES furniture, but whatever. But the game sold well. It is a good game for what it is if you're an Animal Crossing fan. Made them a lot of money, so it makes sense. Good bonding with family, with friends. Doom Eternal, a lot of people said they like it. Graphics, the frame rate, story. I'm not a fan of Doom. Don't really care, so you know, I'm not probably going to choose that one. Final Fantasy VII Remake definitely was it's a good move. Sold a lot on the PS4. I know it's right now it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive, but the story was even fleshed out more. They even added like some plot hole that's not on the PlayStation version. Voice acting's good. Graphic wise, it's good, but it could probably be better. I wouldn't be surprised if this game has a PS5 upgrade, but who knows? Ghost of Tsushima, no surprise there. And that was a good thing also that people praise this game because it's just a story about the samurai. That's it. By Sucker Punch, the people behind Infamous. So again, I mean, one of these days I'll go buy the game when it's cheap. But you know, makes sense. Hades, I heard good things about it. I saw people play, including Matt Simmons from Your Video Game. So I can see why there. So yes, even so, I don't really agree with Last of Us 2 being there. I kind of get it. Why? Because some people, like I said, when about the story, again, that's subjective. Shoving in political issue, that's subjective. People will say yes, some people say no. People say it just makes sense. So again, and if you want to counter for this game not to be Game of the Year, then go to the website, thegameaward.com, and let your vote count. And I hate to go here, but kind of makes sense. The election 2020. I'm just gonna put a hashtag just vote. Hashtag just vote. You wanna give your opinion what Game of the Year is? Show it by going to thegameawards.com and vote. Let your vote count. So I'm gonna say that. So that's my thoughts on the Game of the Year for 2020 of the Game Awards. I think all of them are a good contender. So I know I'm gonna pick one of them, but I'm not gonna pick the last one. Spoiler. So with that, I'll see you guys later.